The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. President Bongbong Marcos has appointed former Foreign Affairs Secretary Teodoro Locsin Jr. as special envoy to China for special concerns. The announcement was made by the Presidential Communications Office earlier this afternoon. Prior to this, Marcos appointed Locsin as ambassador to the United Kingdom. The move comes amid rising tensions in the West Philippine Sea after the Chinese Coast Guard blasted Filipino vessels with a water cannon in the Ayungin Shoal this month. A Commission on Audit report showed that the travel expenses of the Office of the President jumped by almost 1,500% in 2022. State auditors found that foreign travel-related expenses of the OP jumped to more than 392.3 million pesos last year. That's way more than the 25.2 million pesos recorded in 2021. Foreign travel expenses cover all the costs incurred in the movement and transport of government officials and employees outside the country. On the other hand, the OP's domestic travel expenses decreased from 11.5 million pesos in 2021 to 10.8 million pesos in 2022. In its 2024 budget proposal, the Office of the President requested a 58% increase for local and foreign visits, amounting to 1.41 billion pesos. Senator Bato de la Rosa is batting for a bigger defense budget in 2024 National Expenditure Program. De la Rosa lamented that the defense sector was only allocated 4.9% of the proposed 5.76 trillion peso national budget for 2024. The senator also floated the idea of lowering the funds of some government projects such as social services. The lawmakers' push comes amid the recent water cannon incident between China and the Philippines in the Ayungin Shoal.
Hindi naman yan totally tanggalin. Bawasan mo lang ng kunti. Idagdag mo sa defense para makabili tayo ng barko na may malaking powerful na yung pump, malang water pump na pag binuhusan natin ng tubig ng China, ng Chinese ship, maka-respond tayo, tubig sa tubig. Itong pambabastos ng China, na simpleng tubig lang, wala tayong panglaban, kawawa naman talaga yung ating Coast Guard, kawawa yung ating Navy.
Leptospirosis cases in Quezon City have increased to 13% this week. The City Epidemiology and Disease Surveillance Unit has logged at least 34 new cases from August 8 to 14. This brings the total cases reported beginning August to 64. Half of these cases reported exposure to floodwaters. With this development, CESU said that Quezon City has now reached the alert threshold for leptospirosis. This indicates a significant concern and immediate actions as well as heightened vigilance for the disease. More stories coming your way after a quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. Slain teenager Jemboy Baltazar had been laid to rest after he was killed by Navotas cops who mistook him for a murder suspect. For updates, we have Justine Punsalang reporting to us over the phone from Caloocan. Justine, what's the latest there?
Denise, Jemboy Baltazar's body has already arrived here in La Loma Cemetery in Caloocan. Currently, he's not yet inside his grave, but they are on their way. Coincidentally, his burial was made on the 6th death anniversary of Ian de los Santos, who was also killed due to mistaken identity. During the homily for Jemboy, Caloocan Bishop Pablo Virgilio David mused how the deaths of Jemboy and Ian happened in the hands of authorities who were expected to protect the people. He even mentioned that today is the feast of San Roque, the patron of saints of the Diocese of Caloocan, who also died because of mistaken identity. David also castigated the police for their actions that led to Jemboy's death. He said that apology was not enough and justice must be served. For the bishop, what happened to Jemboy was not a case of homicide, but a cold-blooded murder. After the mass, the victim's family walked Jemboy to La Loma, where he is to be buried in a few minutes. This happened 2 weeks after his death. They wore a t-shirt calling for justice for the 17-year-old's death. The priests present during the mass also wore black ribbons on their arms. White balloons are to be released as Jemboy is being laid to rest. Denise, relieved Navotas City Police Chief Colonel Alan Ubipig was present during the mass for Jemboy. He also offered his condolences to the family. Denise?
Thank you, Justine. Again, that was Justine Punsalang reporting to us from Caloocan. In line with that, the police chief of Navotas has been relieved from his post following the killing of teenager Jemboy Baltazar. Aside from this, Police Colonel Alan Umipig will also face an administrative complaint over Jemboy's death. Besides Umipig, 22 other police personnel were also removed from their posts. This follows the PNP Internal Affairs Service's recommendation to file complaints versus Umipig over alleged dishonesty and command responsibility. Umipig is alleged to have ordered the removal of the names of 11 police officers in the report on Jemboy's killing. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The LTFRB is planning to distribute fuel subsidies before the end of the month, and this covers PUV drivers, operators, and delivery riders affected by the soaring prices of oil. Modern jeepneys and UV Express units will get 10,000 pesos and 6,500 pesos for traditional jeepneys. Motorcycle taxis and delivery riders are set to receive 1,200 pesos, while tricycle drivers will be given 1,000 pesos each. A radio reporter has filed a complaint against the Vice Mayor of Donsol, Sorsogon after allegedly getting punched twice. Wow Smile radio reporter Mario Romero was allegedly hit by Vice Mayor Zaldi Advincula. According to the police blotter, the incident took place at around 9 in the morning while Romero was covering the onset of Brigada Escuela. The violence was reportedly done without the provocation on Romero's part. Classes in all levels in public schools and government work will be suspended in Metro Manila and Bulacan Province on August 25. This is to give way for the opening festivities of the FIBA World Cup, which will be held at the Philippine area in Bocaue, Bulacan. Work for private companies and classes in private schools are left to discretion of their respective heads. One News Now will be back at 6 p.m. with the day's latest stories. See you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News. Meanwhile, the FIBA World Cup starts on August 25. Support Gilas, support Team Pilipinas, watch and buy tickets to the biggest sports event of the year. Let us all root for our team.